So where did three-chord marriage start?
The Lord waking you up a couple nights before our wedding anniversary.
A couple of nights before, yep.
And on the third night, which was our wedding anniversary, you're like, okay, this must be you, God. Because I keep waking up at the same time every night without anything on my mind, and this guy always has something on his mind.
Always. My mind never stops.
Yes.
For almost 57 years.
And, we're a little different in that. They say a lot of times that men's minds can think of nothing.
I don't think
one.
my mind can ever think of nothing.
My mind can think of nothing.
Her mind can think of nothing.
So I digress.
So, yeah. Yeah.
So one of the things that the Lord told you that night was
that He wanted our ministry to be our vocation. And because of what the Lord had brought us through in overcoming our marriage, we were heavily involved with marriage ministry at the church, and so really just felt like that was a command from the Lord to tell us, I want you to move. I help you overcome things that would normally tear marriages apart, and I want you to, the two of you, to get out there and now share what I've done with others so you can help them be my hands and feet to overcome trials and problems in their marriages.
Yeah, so we have been doing that. That's why the Lord said your ministry is to be your vocation. We have been doing that for several years now, and really feel the Lord has led us to create three-chord marriage in order to have a greater impact for His kingdom and be able to impact marriages, couples, people throughout this nation, those that aren't here close to us and can come physically into our home, but we welcome them into our three-chord marriage home.
Yeah, so we, for years we had a small group at the house that's grown tremendously. We've discovered that when you're among people who are for their marriages as well, what happens? I mean, we lift each other up. There are times when we're going to be going through a rough patch where we can get some good advice from someone, and not just their opinion, but like biblical advice on how we should handle this situation. And likewise, in that we can encourage people at the times they need it the most. And so we had done that, right, for a lot of years.
We still are doing that.
And we still are doing that, and that's really where three-chord marriage was birthed from, the concept of having a community where people could plug in, and whether it's events, very unique events.
Well,
right?
Our unique events that stemmed from the Lord really spotlighted the fact that during our reconciliation after our separation, shooting sports and self-defense was an additional avenue of healing for us.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to back up a little bit. So while we were separated, because we were separated for a while on our way to what would have been my third divorce, and there's an airplane, so,
Hey, it's real.
It's real, right? And we were separated. Leslie got involved with some activities just to really help her better protect herself if she wasn't going to have a man around. So that's where kind of the introduction to shooting sports happened. And then through that group, she got introduced then to self-defense. And when we started to reconcile, I felt the burden to not have a wife that was a much more badass than me, if I could say that. So I got involved and just realized that I loved it too. Like, it was a great way for us to bond. And really, even in those moments where we didn't like each other that much, come together and just share something that we liked, and really help to, one, relieve stress, and two, just draw us closer together.
Yeah, a common sport, a common hobby.
It's a shared interest. It's something that the two of us
that allowed
did
us
together.
to do. So.
Yeah. Right. And so in that, I mean, three-chord's all about that. Creating a community for people to plug in online, ask questions, live online, right? All kinds of ways. But we know that community is the key to successful marriages, but community with the right people. You can be in a community with wrong people, and when stuff's going to go south, all they'll do is encourage you. You shouldn't take that. You should get divorced. And what do you know? That's not the people you want speaking into your life when things are really bad. You need encouragers and people who are really for you and for your marriage, not taking sides and all that silliness.